Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Vuich, Renew MediSpa, and we're here today with Renee, who's one of our lovely clients, who's going to speak with us today about her experience with thread lifting. Thread lifting is a non-surgical procedure where we use basically surgical grade sutures that are specially designed to reposition the tissues, soft tissues of the face, so you can non-surgically get a lift of the cheeks and the jowls and even the brows. So Renee's had this procedure done, and I asked her to come in today to answer some questions for us and give you some of her perspective as someone who's gone through the procedure and even a booster procedure. So
yes.
we'll get her take. We haven't rehearsed this in any way, but we've got some questions. So first of all, Renee, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like,
sure.
what do you do for work and that sort of thing?
Sure. I'm 47. I'll be 48 this September. I work from home. I like working out, I try to keep up with being healthy, and I think actually that's kind of what led me to it, but I'll get to that.
How long have you been coming here to Renew?
Probably about a year.
A year.
A year.
How did you hear about us originally?
It's funny. It's my husband's friend from work. His wife told him about it.
Okay, so word of mouth.
Exactly.
Word of mouth,
and then I looked
common.
on Yelp, and the awards that you've done and the reviews have been spot on. You've had such amazing reviews. It was really turned the point to me.
Now, before you came here, had you done aesthetic procedures before? Have you gone somewhere else?
So when I lived in Missouri, I did a little bit of Botox, and then I had a heavy line here that was pretty deep and a little filler. But other than that, that's pretty much all I had done in the past.
Okay. And how did you hear about thread lifting? I mean, how did that even get on your radar or something that you thought you might want to do?
Well, I'm glad you actually have most of your clients sign up for, when you give them your email, you actually started doing some videos, newsletters, and things like that, getting us used to it. And when I started looking into it, it's exactly what I wanted for what I was looking to do.
Now, what was it about your face you wanted to improve? I mean, what did you lock in on that had been bothering you?
So, pretty much jowls were starting to form. My whole face seemed to be like melting down. My jowls, my cheeks, my eyelids, my brows, everything kind of just seemed to be drooping. And I just didn't feel like it was me anymore. And as many products that I could try. There's all these miracle cures out there. You go and spend $100 on this and $100 on that, and it just doesn't give you the results that you're really looking for. So when I saw your information on thread lifting, I thought that was the way to go.
Now, when you saw it online, if you watched a video of it, did that make you more nervous, or were you like one of those people who were like, wow, that looks pretty easy? Because some people go both ways. Some people are like, oh my god, that is very intimidating, and other people are like, oh wow, that's all there is to it. And I never know quite
which way to look at it. Absolutely, I definitely did look. I looked at videos. I'm not squeamish, so for me, I just saw the end result. I knew I was in good hands with Dr. Lisa. I trusted her, and I knew it was a bigger procedure than I've ever done before. But knowing my trust in you, I knew that I'd be in good hands. But it definitely, you see it online, you see the thread lifting. It's a little, but it is, but I saw the end results of what you had already started doing with your patients, and they were spectacular.
Now, even though you were comfortable with me, were you still pretty nervous going into it, or?
So I might be I was excited.
Excited?
I'm
the ideal thread lifting patient.
I was not scared at all.
Now, did you tell anybody? Did you tell people before you did it?
I didn't. Not even my husband, right? So yeah, I wanted it to be a surprise, and I didn't want oh, are you sure?
The worry.
Is that right?
Yeah, some people worry that someone will try to talk them out of it.
Right.
When they know they really, really want to do it. So that's actually, we hear that.
And that's what I did. I was like, no, I don't want to, this is what I want to do. And, but my husband was thrilled. So, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about how you felt during the procedure. I mean, in the beginning, what about the numbing? The numbing is the most uncomfortable part. So.
I was just going to say, the only uncomfortable part really is the numbing, just getting the
lidocaine.
The lidocaine. But for me, you know, they're little pricks. I mean, you've had your eyebrows done, you've had blood drawn. It's not that bad at all.
Good.
Yeah.
And then once that was accomplished, were you pretty comfortable as the threads were being passed? And
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no pain, no pain.
And then afterwards, there's some discomfort as we talk about with this procedure. There's soreness,
Right.
Especially when we work from back here in the temple, going to the jowls. This area above the ear is also that's a muscle of chewing. So every time you move, you're reminded. Of
Those
that
were
soreness.
definitely those were the most sensitive, I would say.
But did you find that taking pain medication for a few days afterwards was?
Oh yes,
adequate?
oh absolutely. And I iced a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I found like square things that I could wrap around my head, and I just tried to ice as much as possible too.
Good, good. When would you say, how long did it take before you really felt sort of really more comfortable? Was it a week, was it 2 weeks, or was it pretty quick? You sent us some pictures even at 5 days.
I was gonna say!
You look pretty happy at 5 days, but.
I mean, yeah, no, goodness, there wasn't that much downtime or, yeah, I was feeling good the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than, you know, some of that, but for the most part it was handled, and yeah, no, I felt great. Second, third day.
Did you get bruising anywhere
I
other
did.
than back in the
I did
ear
have
area?
bruising. I'm a super bruiser though.
Mhm.
Always have been.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Right? Like I bruise so easily.
Mhm.
But even then, most of those were gone in a couple days.
Mhm.
And there's nothing but concealer can help. That's the other. So it was fine.
And what was your husband's reaction?
Oh my God. So it was the best reaction actually. He said that he thought that it looked like from Back to the Future that I had gotten out of the DeLorean 10 years younger. So it was pretty incredible.
That makes you feel pretty good, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I have to tell you, I get goosebumps just thinking about it right now. The confidence it gave me.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that actually. Like, how did just sort of feeling like your
I was back.
was-
Me,
yeah,
Renee
yeah,
was
yeah,
back.
Renee was
I
back.
was back.
Yeah,
This
amazing.
person that this had gone to. I don't know why it was there, but it didn't feel like me. And I felt like Renee was back and happier and more confident, and it just it was amazing. It has been amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and we try to explain that to people too, that, you know, feeling like you're looking like the best version of you. I mean, you're not trying to look 18, 20.
No.
We're just trying to look like a refreshed, not tired, vibrant version of who we are at any age.
Right.
So,
Right,
you know,
right.
there's really not, you know, any reason other than financial, of course, that you can't, you know, stay in control of sort of age-related changes, soften the blows. I mean, sometimes people say, well, shouldn't I just age gracefully? I think this is aging gracefully, right? This is aging, you know, softly, softening the effects of collagen loss, and, you know, and we care. You can't not care. It's human nature. I mean, if we didn't care about anything, about how we look, we might as well all walk around in potato sacks, right? I mean,
Well, and you take time to work out.
Right.
You take time to eat right.
Right.
And so
And it
forth.
doesn't
then
help your face.
It doesn't help your face. And what is up with that?
and drinking collagen powder.
Well,
like,
I
that's
drink
the-
collagen powder. I do. Hydraulic acid. No, I forgot how you say that, but
Mhm.
I do all that, and it didn't help with this.
Yeah.
And even all the hundreds of dollars of product, it just
Right.
didn't do what this did.
Now you've since had a boost, what we call a booster treatment. So, you know, thread lifting is like any other aesthetic procedure, is something where you tweak it over time. You add a little bit, you know, much like filler. It's like, oh,
Yes.
okay, let's do a little more here, let's do a little more there.
Yeah.
So, you know, some people do a big procedure all at once, and then they don't do anything again for, you know, a year or more sometimes. Other people do a medium-sized procedure and they'll do it again sooner and address another area. And then still other people will do, you know, fairly complete lift, but then we'll let it settle for a few months. And then we'll look at it again and say, all right, we've got that base of threads in. What can we do to get a little more improvement, maybe a different vector, a different pull in a different direction? What was that procedure like for you? Because that was a much shorter, simpler procedure.
that was so much easier.
Yeah.
I think again, not the bigger ones. These
Right.
were so much easier.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, booster treatments tend to be quicker, is the message. You know, quicker in and out, not a more major procedure. Discomfort's less.
Yes.
Bruising's usually less. So it's definitely, you probably feel like this is something you could maintain over
Oh,
time.
absolutely.
Look at it every 6 to 12 months and say, a few threads here, a few threads there.
Absolutely.
The nice thing about the threads is that, and I should say it's the MINT threads, M-I-N-T, is the brand that we use for these lifts because they have such a very strong lifting power because of their design. This is something where, you can just, address it over time, tweak it, and you build a lot of collagen around the PDO threads. So what we find and what we expect is that the more you do, the longer you're going to go in between doing it, because the collagen takes the place of the thread, and the more collagen you have restored, the less, of the thread that you need. So we would expect that for you over time. We'll probably touch it up again in another 6 months, and then we'll probably go 12 months, and then we might go 18 months. It really all depends. Sometimes it's things too that you and I can't control. Your genetics, your rate of aging, someone's lifestyle might come into play. Some people age faster than others.
Yeah.
Your goals, your budget, it's certainly something you can work on over time.
Absolutely. I'm in the right hands.
Have you recommended it to friends?
Oh, it's so funny. And pretty much anyone that I talk to, or I get a chance, anyone brings it up, I tell them about all of it. And absolutely, I hope they've come. You know how that is. I don't know if they have or not, but
it takes people a while, I think, to kind of process a bigger procedure. So we'll see. But,
I hope so.
All right. Do you have anything else you would like to add?
No. The entire staff here at Renew, I know that this isn't for, have just been spectacular. Dr. Lisa, I don't know how much to say about, but I have faith in her completely. She's done above and beyond. She's explained everything, every procedure. I've known what to look forward to, and it's gone extremely well.
Great. All right, so we hope that's been helpful. Thank you, Renee, so much.
Thank you
for sharing your experience with us. We're definitely looking forward to working with her in the future. If you have more questions about thread lifting, you can find more information on our website, a couple of videos as well, and we're certainly available for consultations. Thank you.